So I got out here a brand new AC Delco starter. Put it on the truck, cranked it over once, and the gear started spinning by itself because the nose busted off. Brand new. Luckily, I still had the old starter. Didn't throw it out. The only thing that was bad with it was the solenoid. But all this stuff should have been replaced too. So he's got a whole new starter. The nose is still good. Get the same pilot bushing in the nose. It'll fit on here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the solenoid and the case off of this, because all the internals in here are brand new. They're still good. And then use the old nose and the little solenoid arm. Otherwise, I'm going to have to take I didn't notice this before, but I'm going to have to use like a punch or something. So I think that's pressed in there. No, never mind. It's got a clip. This one's got a bolt, but I can take, and I'd have to take some snap ring pliers and take that off if I really have to. If the fork, well, not the fork, but the solenoid ends up not being the right size. Because otherwise, I got to take the whole fork out, or I can just push out this little roll pin. So I'm gonna get to disassembling this starter, and then start putting it all back together. We're gonna see if that works and put it on the truck. Because this didn't need any shims when it was on there. It's got a different mounting surface. It's not completely flat. It just kicks up here and kicks up there, and it dips down. Well, this one is completely flat all the way across. So it could have just been a little bit of a difference in the clearance or something. I don't know. But I checked the engagement and it was just fine, and I guess it just decided it had a weak spot in the casting and it busted off. So instead of spending another $80 on a starter, we're just gonna take two broken starters and make one good one. So I'll get right to that. So in order to separate the housing from the nose of the starter, you gotta take these big ass long bolts here. They go straight through the whole starter. You gotta pull them out. But it takes this whole back plate off. That's how you can see the brushes back there. And you got this little screw here that goes and connects the solenoid down to the windings in the motor. These little things here, the brushes, where the brushes go in. He's got some windings around in here as well. And then up here you got two more. One, two. It takes this whole solenoid off. And that way you can then separate the nose from the starter. But when you're taking out the whole, I don't know, you can call this a rotor or a commutator. I don't think it's a commutator, because that's in an alternator. But you got to be careful of that. Not to let that slip out of the brushes, because otherwise it's going to be a pain in the ass to try and get all them little bastards to line up at once. Them ones looking pretty worn, so you got to be careful of that. And I'll get this part for you. Just wanted to make sure to tell you guys that how to take them little screws out if you didn't know. Some people want you watching this to figure out how to take it all apart and change some stuff out. So I might as well decide to show you guys that as well. So I got the starter all apart, got the casing off of the nose of it, and I was looking here at this fork, and it's got a full round little end on there. You can see it's all greased up. I'm going to have to grease these ones up, but when you look at this one, it's only a half round. I don't know why that is, but you know, it worked on the other starter, and where the little throwouts are on it, they're the same size, so I don't think it's going to hurt nothing having it like that. So did the exact same starter. I don't think this is a high torque one or not. They might both be high torque, but I don't think so. Looking down in there, you can see that solenoid piece, they're all the same. I think this one's got a hole in it and that one doesn't. Don't know why that is, but I think it'll be all right. Just use that old fork. But these springs here, there's the new spring. You can see the difference. Just how wore out this one is. It's a lot softer. You know. So I'm gonna just put that brand new one in there while it's all apart. Not worry about that having to go bad. So just kind of throw it over there with all the other junk. So you get this all kind of put back together. We're going to put the solenoid back on first and get the housing on. Alright, I got the housing on with the solenoid on the nose and pulled the back plate off so you guys can see how the brushes go on there. That's in case you happen to accidentally let your brushes pop out. And you can see that's right there on that contact surface for the brushes. They're a lot better shaped than those ones. Those ones aren't bad, but pretty wore out and scratched up and gouged. And you see them brushes down in there, they're about plumb wore out compared to these. So I mean, they're not bad, but some of them are pretty wore out. So I mean, it's a good thing I just kind of replaced all that stuff with the newer stuff anyway. But if you guys need to see that and you didn't know, some people might find that confusing, but it's pretty simple. You just spread them back apart and pop it back on. I got to get this all kind of tightened down and add all the screws back in. We'll get it back in the truck. Well, there you have it. Old and new put together to make something that works great. Like them guys that like throwing LS motors in old cars. Work real good, but that ain't for me. I like the old school big blocks. It's easier to work on, I think. Well, big blocks and small blocks. I shouldn't say old school big blocks, because all them LS motors are small blocks, but well, some of them anyway. But there you have it. Old and new put together make something beautiful and put into this old truck. Yeah, I know there's all sorts of crap in the bed of it, but gotta fill it up and take it to the dump. All that crap in there, except for that frame there. I'm keeping that. That's gonna be an engine run stand. So I mean, I gotta figure out something to do with that roll bar. That came out of my Jeep. So I built my cage for it. But I'll get this in the truck and it'll definitely work. I know that for sure. It'll have the right clearance and everything, because this was perfect clearance before. So I don't know if this was just a little off or something. That's what caused it to break. I haven't any idea. I mean, I didn't have any shims in it just yet, but it engaged fine. It didn't act like it ground, like it was too close or anything. So it could have just been enough where it engaged, but then when the motor kicked back and it busted it. So it could also just been a bad casting. See, it broke right in here, right along there. It's kind of an odd break, so I don't know. Never know these days. These castings aren't all that great anyway. Hopefully this casting's a lot better. It's ground a lot better. I mean, I don't think this casting was even ground. It's not very well. It looks pretty cheesy. Real shitty looking. But I mean, it was a cheap starter. I mean, hell, actually, look at that. You can see how much there is here compared to here, and it's almost as though this was offset a little wrong, but that could just be the design of the starter now. But hell, beats me. I'm gonna get this on the truck. I'm gonna start it and move it around so we can start using it again. First, haul a bunch of all this crap to the dump and then build a floor for it. We'll stick some plywood in the bed that we don't need. Keep things from falling out. But get the starter in there. Let's truck back on the road.